Hello, good morning. Oh, I need some blankets. It's 7 in the morning, so it's cozy to have a little blanket. How are you? I hope you're doing fine. It's been a while since I sat down like this and had a proper chat with you. I feel like the height of this camera is a little awkward. I thought I could get ready while talking to you. I'm gonna get ready for work. Really need some coffee. And I couldn't find my camera, so I'm placing my phone on the coffee container because I don't have a camera rack for my phone. So that's how I solved that day. But yeah, how are you? It's been a long time since I sat down. I always feel a little weird filming kind of, oh, this is too dark, is it? A little bit? Yeah, that's too dark. It's not summer anymore. I can't have this shade. Oopsie. But yeah, I always feel a little weird filming life update kind of videos because it's not like many people have requested that or that I have many people that I need to update to. And also the videos where I usually chat the most is the videos where I usually just cut the most and edit the most because I'm more comfortable just vlogging, showing things in the garden. That's my vibe. But every now and then I like to update a little bit, not just for you but also for me, because I really love watching some of the videos back. Some of them I can't watch back and I end up private them because I'm so embarrassed, and others I really enjoy watching back, and especially to see where I was at in my life at the time. Maybe we're a little too occupied with documenting our lives, but sometimes I just find it nice to look back. I mentioned it before, but just even watching back a year or two when I was in university, my life was completely different. I lived at the same place, but my routines and my, yeah, not just my routines, but just where I was at emotionally was so different. That's kind of what I find interesting. But yeah, a lot has happened since the last time I sat down and talked to you. In my last video, I did mention that I really should have a little life update and that a lot has just been happening and was about to happen when I last vlogged. I was planning on having a little life update at the end of that video, but it just felt a little weird to have a full-on decluttering, fall reset, cleaning the house, and then sit down like, hey, that I found that a little weird. I guess it would be natural to mention in my last video that we bought this house, but I really wanted to just collect all the things that I wanted to say in one video. But yeah, we finally bought this house, which, a little coffee first. If you don't know, the house that we're currently living is my fiance's childhood home, and we have been renting this house since 2023 from my father-in-law. He wanted to sell it, and he was kind of waiting a little bit for us, but I was in university and did not have a steady job, and we didn't really know where I was gonna end up job-wise, but we knew that we wanted to end up in the area. Since we knew that it was just 1 year left that was finished, we said, would it help if we just, or would it help? Could we rent the house for a year and see? And if you have to sell it, you have to sell it. So he waited and we rented it for 2 years. And when I got a steady job, when I finished my master's degree and got a steady job last year, we were finally able to buy it. But things have been taking a long time for some reason. There's just, my father-in-law lives far away. It's a little complicated fixing all the paperwork when, you live 14 hours away from each other. So things took a little time, but now we finally bought the house. We own the house. And that has been a dream of ours for a long time, especially my fiance, who, as I said, this is his childhood home. I've been going back and forth in this house since I was 15 years old. We've been together ever since. And when we were younger, I definitely didn't want to move here because it's in the middle of the woods and it's far away from everyone, from everything. Kind of, it's not. It's like, it's pretty close to the center, but it feels a little remote in winter. It doesn't have any schools or kindergarten, shops, gas stations. It doesn't have anything here. We have to drive a little bit, so it's definitely a decision. But now my fiance also got a new job, and pretty recently, and with my job last year, we are actually pretty lucky to both work in our home county. So I'm very, very happy about that. As you know, I have found it pretty hard actually to find my way into this house, which was something that surprised me a lot because, as I said, I've been visiting here since I was 15. That's 14 years now. So that we've been together. So it's very weird to spend. So I just expected that I already felt a little bit at home. I do, it's familiar, it's safe, but when we moved in here, nothing was empty. I didn't have one empty jar to put my stuff. We had to storage a lot of things for other people, which is natural and understandable because things happened a little fast. It was like 3 months from we agreed on renting this house till we moved in, and since my father-in-law lives so far away from this house and his work schedule is busy, so it was hard to empty it. But 2 years later, we have finally, we together have been doing a very big job emptying the house, so it feels a little more like ours. It feels the same, but it feels also a little different. I don't know, slowly but steady we have made our way into this house. We built the vegetable garden and been doing mostly just maintenance work. We were very, very lucky at the time when I was in university to get a lot of furniture, so it was very cheap for us to live in such a big house. So living the life in university, it was a lot more better than than living with the roommates in like a tiny little apartment. So very, very lucky. But obviously living here permanently, you feel the need to make it your own. So it's very helpful now that they have moved a lot of their stuff and we have more space for ours. And we did 2 rooms, so now, as you saw in the last vlog, we kind of landed on the room situation. I'm starting to find some stillness here and to feel more at home. But I've definitely been feeling it feels a little ungrateful to say it, because I know that we have a lot and those things doesn't really matter. Okay, it's a lot of stuff here, it's a big beautiful house, but I'm a person who really feel at peace when I have system, it's tidy, it's clean, and when there's just tons of stuff and clutter that I don't really know who belongs to who and where I can put it and what I can do with it and how I can fit our stuff and make a system. It's been a little chaotic and hard to find that stillness because it's just clutter and messy everywhere. But yeah, now it feels a lot better. And yeah, I'm gonna finish my brows and then I'm gonna talk a little bit more because this is the part that always takes the longest. And I really need to actually be on time at work, you know. Okay, I think that's brows done. It's very hard in this lighting. I should do this in the bathroom or at least take a little check when I come into the bathroom. Maybe I can make it a little lighter. Or was that too light? I just wanted to end off the house talk. Why does it feel and look so weird? Like it's very, very strict and like I feel like I look like a cartoon. I just really wanted to end off the house talk by saying that I do feel very, very grateful about owning the house, being able to own a house at this economy and this age. It's very, very hard to get a loan and to buy a house these days, and we got a lot of help. And yeah, I just feel very, very lucky and grateful. I really don't take that for granted at all. We have been working hard, but I also was in university for many years, so saving is hard, you know. Yeah, we've been very, very lucky. Anyway, the next thing I really wanted to talk about was you might see that I have a different ring on my finger. I got married this weekend. Oh my god. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. No. Yeah, I got married. I don't know what more to say. I smiled a little bit when I said my fiance in the beginning of this video. I was like, he's not anymore. I got married. I don't know what to say. Give a little backstory maybe. Talk about the wedding. My fiance and I have been together since we were 15 years old. We live both in the countryside and we grew up on different sides of our home county. So he looked familiar when I saw him. Our grandparents were actually neighbors in the middle of, like, I lived here, he lived here. Here was the school that we met at. And our grandparents lived here as well. So I knew about him, but we actually didn't bump into each other that much, even though I was a lot at my grandparents, which was weird. But we knew about each other, like he looked familiar. It's a small town, but we didn't really meet. We didn't have a reason for meeting, hanging out other than that, because we lived 40 minutes from each other. So when we met in 8th grade, when we started in the same class, we were 13 going on 14, and we started to date, or we just we started a relationship right away, as you do in the countryside when you're young. When we were 15, and obviously that relationship has changed and evolved from 15 to 29, but yeah, we've been together ever since. We got engaged 3 years ago when I was my last year in my bachelor degree. He proposed. Yeah, he proposed when we were together for 11 years, our 11th anniversary, and which is, for me, it sounds very long for a lot of people, but just remember, we were 26, so I don't think that's too bad, and we were definitely not ready before that. So yeah, it seems things take a little longer or can go very quick when you start dating very young, but I'm very, very happy and grateful that we have taken our time to live individually and to do whatever we wanted to do and find our way and starting to live and build a life together. It's just I feel a little emotional thinking about it. Yeah, no, I don't know. I knew we would end up here, but at the same time, you don't really know that when you're 15, you know? You think you're gonna be together forever, but you're 15, you don't know anything. We wanted to have a wedding, but we didn't really know when and how, because our main priority was the house, buying a house, having children. But obviously things happened as it did, and I just really wanted to focus on the good things and our other goals, and not just to get married to fill the void because we didn't have the baby. But then we were like, okay, that happened, let's just focus on our other goals, our other things that we want to do. Life is good. I couldn't imagine having a big wedding. We decided to just get married, us, my maid of honor, and his best man. And then we extended it to parents as well. And yeah, it was really hard for me not to have siblings there, but it's just, that's the point of having a very, very small, quiet wedding, because then you don't have to choose anyone. So yeah, I'm a little scared I will regret not having siblings there, but the plan was to have just a private ceremony. The mayor came. The mayor, is that, it's not really a mayor, but yeah, came to our house. Or we actually, okay, let's explain this a little better. We were planning on having it here. I will write it here because my English just, it's 7 in the morning, guys. I can't think in English right now. And yeah, we invited them here in our garden, but then we didn't really check the weathercast because it would take 5 minutes and we were not gonna be here. Yeah, that was poorly planned. But then we decided to have it at the neighbor's house, aka my mother-in-law, because she has a roof over her porch. So we just decorated. I will show you some clips from when we decorated that. I can first show you our initial plan with a bow here in the garden. And then we decorated a little bit at hers. Had the wedding there. We had lots of flowers and decorated with roses. I say we, my mother-in-law did a lot of decorating with the roses and flowers. We hung up lights and the curtain the day before, and then she decorated with the roses the same day. My dress was just a simple dress from the internet, from a wedding collection from the internet. It wasn't at the bridal salon, which would be a lot better probably, because then it obviously fits you better and stuff like that. But that's how I wanted to do it. We wanted it very casual, so it was a cheap wedding dress, but it's still the most expensive dress that I own. But it was very it ended up being very my vibe, even though it's not really me having a very tight dress and no arms and stuff. I really do feel like it was very me. Anyway, he had a suit. We ordered a wedding bouquet and a little flower for his suit, and we had rings. I will show you more of the ring. I rarely do my makeup before work. I have done a couple times lately. I just really wanted to feel fresh today. I feel so rested, which I rarely do. I put my clothes ready. I made a lunch. I had the coffee ready. I feel so ready and fresh. So I decided to do my makeup, and I had very good time. That's why I decided to chit chat now. But now I don't know what time it is, so maybe I don't have that anymore. I think I have to eat my breakfast at the office. But yeah, here's the ring. I don't know if you can see what's inside. I don't think so. I can try to film. You can kind of see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. So it's just each other's name and the dates. I really like it. It's simple. The wedding was simple. I really loved it and enjoyed it. It's just the two of us. Maid of honor, best man, 3 parents, the mayor, and another woman who works at the mayor office, who obviously is related to my fiance because it's a small town. And a friend of a friend took pictures of us. It ended up not raining that much anyway, so we got lots of pictures outside. And then we went out for a dinner. We booked a reservation. We had a reservation at a beautiful restaurant. And yeah, that was a beautiful day. I will keep talking about this when I do my hair. Okay, I'm placing you inside my bathroom cabinet. Out of breath. It's still early in the morning. But yeah, that was a wedding, and our plan is to later have a wedding party with friends and family, maybe next year. Obviously when you do it like this, it's cheaper, but it also gives you kind of a little more time. You divide it, you don't have everything at once, and the problem is that you actually need to have the party. It's very likely to be postponed all the time, but we have set a date and we really want to have it next year. But for me, I couldn't decide if I wanted, so we just ended up doing it because I couldn't decide if we wanted to have just maid of honor, best man, and then later have the party, or if we wanted to have parents and grandparents and things like that now, and siblings, and just have that. So it ended up being pretty busy, and time went by, and it was also very close by to my sister's wedding, so we ended up just doing a very small ceremony, no guests really, and then yeah, we're doing that later. I'm not really a very party person anyway, but it would be nice to gather all the family and try to make it our style, maybe in a barn somewhere with lots of lights or whatever. I don't know. We wanted it very laid back. So other than that, and we also said that if we regret not having more people at the ceremony, when we actually said I do, we can have a little new little ceremony for the extended family. I don't know, it's up to us. But for me, one of the things that, or us, one of the reasons that we did it this way was kind of, we wanted to get married, we wanted to do it soon, we've been together for a long time, but we didn't want all the planning, all the stress, thinking about other people. So yeah, it's about us, and I'm very happy we did it like this. But I'm happy that we did it small, because I am not so laid back. I would be very stressed about everything, and I would have difficulties with enjoying the day, because I would just think about everyone else, and if they're having a good time, and if everything is going wrong, and I would be probably very aware of the things that didn't go as planned. So yeah, it's not me to have a very big wedding, so we need to take that in consideration when we're actually planning the party as well. But this video has been very long already, so I think that's enough for life update. So I'm gonna make my hair ready. Okay, Wow, it's actually been such a long time since I did so much before work. I rarely take the time to do my makeup and hair like this. It was just, as you saw, a very a very in a hurry kind of curling of the hair. I just have been struggling to feel rested and fresh and ready for work. So I tried to really put in an effort to go to bed early, have everything ready, and to feel a little fresher and nicer for work. So this is the little outfit check in the sofa sitting. Yeah, that's what you get. But yeah. Now I have to eat my breakfast in a hurry and go to work or eat it at the office. I'm starting 8 today. But yeah, I hope you like this little life update. I felt like it deserved its own video when I got married and bought a house. So yeah, I thought I could have a video later where I go through my wedding photos when I get those. So thank you for watching this little life update of mine. This was a very different video where I mostly were talking, which I rarely do, but yeah, I don't know what else to do in this video when it's already so long. So thank you for watching it, and I hope you're doing fine. I will see you soon.